Hello YouTubers, this is Just for Fun Gamer X, aka PSN Green Lantern 831, aka Discord Xseed Happy 831. So this is my first recorded voice broadcast for YouTube. I've done some live broadcasting on Twitch with my friends in my Discord server. I figured for a good YouTube video, I'm going to start off with Assassin's Creed Syndicate, because first off, I want to thank the PlayStation Network and Ubisoft for making Assassin's Creed Odyssey a discount. Just bought that. If you guys will hear me, please make Unity the next discounted one. Make it like $5 and I'll be so in on it. I am so invested in the Assassin's Creed franchise. You guys have been going strong for 14 years. Keep it up. Now, what I want to do for Assassin's Creed Syndicate is I'm going to show you one of my favorite missions, how to do 100% in one playthrough, and that is the raid on Scotland Yard. Now, this is the triple theft, mission with Eli Roth, where you have to kidnap 3 of Crawford Sterrick's closest associates, and you have 2 objectives to attain 100%. The first objective is you cannot kill anybody inside any of the target areas. The second objective is you cannot let any of the kidnappees break away and have to re-kidnap them. So when I played this mission on the first playthrough, my strategy was create myself an exit. And there's a way to do that where you can take down guards and create your exits without killing them. And I'm going to show you how. Now, I'm sure there are many videos out there you could also look up that people can show you. I've looked at many YouTubers myself for tips and tricks on these games. They probably have more efficient ways than I do, but I'm going to do this as quick as possible for you guys. One thing I want to show you in my love for Assassin's Creed, I've gotten 100% of the story done so far. Still have a little bit more of the associate activities and everything else to do, but we will get to that. Still working. I put a lot of time into the Assassin's Creed games. I love them. I have a goal to get 100% synchronization on everyone. I had every game that was on PlayStation 3 from 1 to Black Flag, and the only one that I didn't complete on PlayStation 3 was the original. So we're going to sequence 8, and the mission here is the triple theft. As you can see now, the wording: do not kill anyone inside the target locations and don't let any target escape from being kidnapped. 100%. Let's do it. I do have other clippings that, as you guys have seen, I have various games on my YouTube channel, different things: Shinobi Strikers, Duel Links, even some PC, Magic the Gathering. Shout out to all those. You know, if you're a fan of any of those, check out some of my other content. Alright, so before we start, I want to make sure you know some of the prerequisites you have to have, starting with your upgrades. We'll go to crafting, look at your upgrades here. Try to make sure your smoke bombs are maxed out. You are going to need smoke bombs, and also make sure you have a little bit of money, because you'll need to visit shopkeepers throughout the mission to refill on your smoke bombs. Next, this is, like I said, sequence 8, so you should have some skills unlocked by then, especially these 3: knockout, kidnap, and kidnap enemies will no longer try to escape, intimidation. So, using the smoke bombs in combination with the knockouts, you're going to see how I'm able to create my exit strategy. and safely walk all of my targets right out the front door.
It's a dreadful waste.
You'll be hearing Roth talk a lot. Roth's the theater guy, much like myself, so he even brings that up while he's on this mission.
Oh, you wouldn't, would you? What about you? Derek interest himself with art.
Right.
Bring your carriage around and wait for the cargo.
So this target, Miss Hattie, what you have to do here in the mission is ask these people for evidence. You can talk to the kids. Kids know everything in this game, in case you're not used to like clearing the child workhouses. You could also try to investigate the scene, but cop will just tell you to bugger off. So what we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna, for the purposes of this and trying to save time, I'm not gonna bother doing any talking with any of those people. We're just gonna go on with the mission, and I'm gonna show you where the entrance is. Basically, if you gather enough clues, they'll just all tell you where the entranceway is to the target you need to kidnap, because she's underground. Once you're in the clear, you see this stairwell down here, so when you come into the circle, see the evidence tape and everything. Right near the fountain, behind this wall, there's a stairwell. And drop down here. Brace up against this wall, make sure that cop's gone. Alright, so as you can see, once you get down here, you switch into the tunnel view. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guards and the target, I believe. 3, 4, 5, yes. Oh, and I did not bring enough smoke bombs, but I believe I can still make it work. Alright, Screech, you don't always get it right, so we're going to take it to the last checkpoint. It'll spawn me in the tunnel. I'm going to make sure I avoid the side of the cops. Just going to have to bear with me while I run to the shop, refill my smoke bombs. Which you will see me do several times in this mission, but hopefully I can just get it all done in one run through from here.
And wait for the cargo. I shan't be very long. Someone around here must know Miss Hattie Cadwallader.
Always, always, always make sure you have enough smoke bombs.
You have a present day now.
And then we go back to the tunnel. Try to do this as quick. So for the first target, you have to clear out all 5 of the guards down here with the target, since it's such tight spaces. So this is the order I like to clear them in. Because these first two, they move into like the most common areas, so I like to take them out, and I also like to get them out of the line of sight of any guards that'll walk up curiously. Alright, and then all that's left is your target.
Not a peep from you.
And then remember, if you have that skill where they don't try to escape,
Why the
you
bloody
can run, you can twist directions, and they'll never try to break their grasp. You can run her into walls.
Then who?
Maxwell Roth sends his regards.
So all you have to do when you come up to this point, now, as you can see, when you come up to the level where it changes maps, gain your lock on the cops, see where they all are. You've got one here that roves the square. Roth is waiting outside across all these. Now there's a simpler trick. As long as she's not trying to escape down here. So, yep, I think I have 15 minutes of recording. Just lost my first clip, so we're gonna end up editing these together anyway.
What on earth is going on over there?
And there'll definitely be some points that I try to like
What a
trim,
pleasant surprise.
cut everything together.
You'll be hearing from Mr. Starrick, Roth.
I look forward to it.
You better not touch anything in here. Why the Alhambra?
So
Every good criminal
for that,
needs a
refill
place to
smoke
invest his ill-gotten
bombs.
gains. And what's better than distracting a warning.
Okay, next I'm
Sounds
going to
like
try
we'll
to
be
be
fast
quick on this
friends.
part. So first off, if you watch this carriage that
These
drives
cars are
by,
never fu-
there are 3 of them that are on rotation around the outside of the map here, if you follow the middle marker. Alright. They're in constant rotation going around the map. Objective is to walk the target right out to Roth right in this middle alleyway. So if you're trying to walk him and they're rotating, they're definitely going to catch you. What you want to do is we're going to go down to this intersection over here.
away.
And I'm going to try to do this part quick for you. So instead of taking the rooftops, we're going to go out to the street and grab a cart. Alright. Give me that block. Actually, that's perfect. If you have a bus, buses work better. Because buses are what we're looking for. Buses are big and bulky. If you can get your hands on these, great. If not, any 4-wheel axle mid-size sedan will do. Just not, for example, these two-wheel Mustangs for this next part. Those two-wheel little mini carts are a little too short and will not work for this next part. Anything bulky like a bus, a fire engine, or any four-wheel axle, I don't recommend pissing the police off and stealing one of their carts, but yeah, they'll work too. What we're gonna do is take the bus,
Doing fine, girl.
and it's very important that you park it
Whoa, easy. That's a girl.
horizontally. We're going to create a traffic jam. And it's important that you bring the horses to a complete stop before getting out, or they may run and shift off the street. So you don't want that to happen. But this creates a lock in the animation where you can see the first driver, he's now stuck. Here comes the next driver. He'll start pushing on him. Now over time they will break this. As you can see, they're already starting to veer forward of it. So what I like to do is I like to grab a second bus and create 2 blocks on that choke point. What this does is it'll slow down their approach and give me plenty of time to walk my target out the door. Fire truck, that's big enough. Certainly.
Who's a good horse? You are.
That was interesting how that firefighter kind of glitched right there.
Easy done. That's a girl. Keep moving. Up ya. Come on.
Here's an example of what happens.
Walk on, girl.
Alright.
Easy now. Let's go.
Oh, that's why my bus isn't there anymore.
That's the way.
Alright, that's good. So we'll grab another vehicle. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes what you grab disappears. That's okay. I also don't recommend one of these. Well, actually, that might work. It's pretty wide, so let's try it. We're gonna take this. I don't see him getting around that.
Doing fine, girl.
So the first one's blocking the corner.
Whoa now. Who's a good horse? You are. That's the way.
Alright, so what that'll do is that'll stall the drivers. Now we just move across the target. We'll go pick our boy up. And really, essentially, if you're fast enough, you only need to do one and just kind of group them all together. By the time they round the block, you should have time to walk the target out undetected. Important point number 2 in this kidnapping after you block traffic. So this is how you're creating your exit, layer by layer. You first clear the street. Now you have 3 guards here that's blocking the entrance you want to walk him out of. 1 guard here who could potentially spot you as you're walking up the street. Now, point, you are completely hidden from the line of sight of all of these guards in this neighborhood. While you're standing on this tarp, 1 block above them. Try not to frighten the people as we take out this guy. Oh, messed it up a little bit. He was outside the zone of the first smoke bomb, so... Remember, we can't kill anybody inside the target zone, so we're just gonna wait. Gotta wait for the smoke to clear and him to look around. Then he'll resume his normal rotation. By the way, at any point, if your smoke bombs get too low, especially now, like with me needing to go to the inside, I will have to refill. There is a shopkeeper right here, even though it's not showing him right now because I'm under watch. I can't go to him yet. Alright, so while we're breaking their line of sight, we're going to run to the shop and refill. And that's another reason I block the guys at that intersection, is so they're not anywhere near this merchant should I have to refill ammo. I've made that mistake when I was trying it the first time through. Ended up trying to block them at this intersection over here, and they were able to spot me while I was trying to refill. That wasn't good. I really hope you guys do forgive me if I seem a little boring for my first recorded video. I reminded myself it's about 5 o'clock in the morning where I am right now, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So it's a little late, I'm a little tired, but I had this on my mind to get it done, so couldn't sleep until I did. Insomnia as a gamer is a bitch. Ooh. To pause in the recording, slow down, reset myself. Alright, I'm hoping this will be the fast playthrough. Nice and easy. And then, if done correctly, straight ahead of this gentleman here will be a hay barrel. And you get yourself to what I like to call the next pause point. This is where in the game I would like to have a fallback point, something I can reassess, and, you know, get an idea of the layouts of the enemies, plan my strategy, stuff I do when I'm in the main story mode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to this next hay barrel, and from here this is where I'm going to launch my next offensive. So there's the target, and you have to take out that man that he just walked by and these 3 guards over here, and you can safely do your walk out the front door. The next one so it doesn't clear. And by the time the smoke clears, the target should come to investigate his buddies all being knocked out on the ground. And you do a double grenade combo.
That's one less on our side.
See, he's curious. He's like, hey, what are they doing sleeping? As soon as he walks past your line of sight, you go. Take him out. And you grab your target. Right out the front door with him you go.
What's the meaning of this? Did Rob
Since
send you?
traffic is stalled.
Villain!
You have your villains mixed up, Mr. Raffles.
Whoa,
The man
whoa,
you
whoa.
work for is the real villain here.
What's all
My most fragrant Raffles. How very good to see you again.
Go to hell, Rob.
Third time's a charm. Okay, super fast run through. We're gonna do it real quick. I'm not gonna talk much. Just be ready.
Let's go. Easy, girl. Easy. Keep moving.
Somebody must be after him.
power too?
This old city's gone mad as that is. Bloody ridiculous what people think is fair and decent here. Just that thing.
Alright, so real quick, I'm just looking at the rotation here. For some reason, one of the guards glitched out here, and now the other two are still in rotation, kind of just closer together. So I just gotta be quick walking him out. Wait till he's away from them. Don't want to make that mistake. Let's get them all sensor targeted.
Looks like what's going on? Silly bastard. Couldn't fight your way out of a convent. What the hell is this?
It would be wise to keep quiet.
What's the meaning of this? Did Rob send you? The villain!
Okay.
You have your villains mixed up, Mr. Raffles. The man you work for is the real
My
villain
most
here.
fragrant Raffles. How very good to see you again. Catterwell, Rob. It's into the back
There we
with
go.
you.
Now he's in. No mistakenly dropping
Who
him.
is this lyrist that works for you?
Ha! A bit of an odd fish, isn't he? Came to me a few years past,
He's very solemn.
but always so polite.
And the final one is Scotland Yard herself. Okay. This is the one I've really been looking
Who
forward
am I
to.
looking for?
I mean, it's Scotland Yard, and everyone knows with Ubisoft, Assassin's Creed is very accurate in terms of their geography. I mean, well, I loved Revelations climbing Hagia Sophia. That was intense. Istanbul, America, Egypt, all over the world. They're geographically accurate points of Cuba, Jamaica. Well done, guys. Well done. All around. Compliments to all the developers of this game. Also dropping a line that I've read rumors on Assassin's Creed Infinity to the developers that may or may not be working on that at this moment. I strongly request, please finally give us some type of multiplayer Rome environment. My Black Flags online was awesome, but I mean, if you could have friends who could do like co-ops and run around in squads of assassins, that's what you've been looking for this whole game. Give us the online format, please, please, please. I'd like to park Eli Roth right here
Steady on.
near this open exit
Slow down now.
instead of the checkpoint and what they tell you to go through. Here's why. Scotland Yard is obviously littered with police, and we're gonna do the same thing, but first, like I said in the beginning of this video, always check your smoke bombs.
If you need anything else, you know where to find me.
That's it, come on.
So real quick, I'm going to go to the map after I drop this card here. Scotland Yard. Okay, so Scotland Yard's hot zone is this triangle block right here. When I hit Roth's checkpoint, we were here. What they wanted you to do was get in there, clear him out, and walk him down this alleyway. But there's a much easier way to do it. I instead drove Roth around this block and I parked him right here. So on this one, unlike in the first one, Roth will wait for you where you park him. Same with the second part, which these were over here. Roth waited here, and then when I did the part for Underground, she was in this building here. We parked Roth somewhere off here, and he went over here. Doesn't matter. Case in point, back to the video. Here is where we leave Roth, and now we're entering into Scotland Yard. We're going to come through this open back alley, clear out a couple guards right here. Up to, there's a security bell, disable the security bell, and there's an entrance back door that we're going to walk the target out, down, and right into this whole layer. Avoids us having to take out any of the police that are waiting in this long third section. Cuts the work we have to do in half. You'll get a better picture of it as I'm going through, but let's get the sensor. As you can see, many a police officer stand between us and our target here. So we go into stealth mode, start with these two lads. I like to use this as my next rest point because I can see these guys clearly over here. You got two roving guards who are, I like to hit them roughly about here. When it goes a little bit smoother, you don't have to waste the second bomb. Fifth patrolman's coming down. I'm wasting smoke bombs trying to... There we go. Sorry, because before I go inside, I am gonna refill anyway. But we're going to sabotage the bell just so there's no worries. And ta-da, you have your outside exit strategy right out to Roth. Now all we have to do is clear the inside building.
So very much.
I'm gonna move Roth, he's blocking traffic. So, as is with any good assassination attempt or kidnapping, heist planning situation like this, where your target is on the top floor of a multi-floor structure like this, it helps if your breach point is the floor below, which conveniently we have a window right here. One guard, because there's always just one guard on the floor right below. Everyone always expects you to assault from the floor up and go after the target, so they have maximum floors to stop you. They never expect you to come in the floor right below. Now under here, there are two guards on this floor down here. They're hit by the smoke on this floor as well. But
What's going on?
see if I can get them. Wait till they're grouped up.
Better keep an eye on him. I'm going after him. You can see how he's misspent his youth. Someone should alert the authorities. Having a bit of fun, is he?
Come on. So if they're in a sensor attack like that, then you can't kidnap them. So that's what makes this a little bit difficult when they're more triggered to alert on you. If you don't get them right the first time, it slows you down a bit. But we're gonna reset and with you in the next recording clip. All right. I did learn a lesson because I remembered the figuring out by accident. You guys do work. The smoke travels 2 floors. It's a lot easier to get you that time. And just like that, our exit route is secure because we're not going to walk them out through those cops. We're going to walk them right out that door. Excuse me. Scotland Yard. Nice and clear. So he'll have one guard watching his back up here.
You're becoming a menace, son. I have ways of dealing with menaces.
Make a sound, it'll be your last.
Oh, he can make as much noise as he
No,
wants.
Swineborn. Let's not make a scene.
Oh, make a scene. Ain't nobody gonna see it.
Oh, but I am.
Where are you taking me?
A friend would like to say a quick how do you do.
And this is why we park Eli Roth in that back alley. Take out the roving guards. Take out the one who likes to stand at this alley. And this is or letting any escape.
Shame. Now, it's into the back with you.
Then all that's left is to drive to the checkpoint and your mission's complete. So, again, I want to thank Ubisoft for their great development of 14 years of an awesome game. Want to thank all my friends in the Oasis who have encouraged me to bring out my vocals with live streaming. Want to thank Assassin's Creed for being such a great franchise.
Excellent work. Do come
I
find me at the 11th.
Beg ya,
I
make
have more
Unity
amusement
cheaper
spread
and make Assassin's Creed Infinity, the code name for it, multiplayer. Let people have a multiplayer free roam. You guys are ready for that. Like and subscribe. That's what I guess you're supposed to say on YouTube. So yeah, like and subscribe, guys. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed.